Hello and welcome to another showcase, and today I have my beautiful, perfect rank 1 Shadow XL Lapras to showcase to you. Currently, you see there's like some CP missing, but that's basically 2 power-ups, which is the same as the best buddy boost, and I had it equipped as a best buddy because I still need 15 more XL candy to use it without the best buddy boost. You see the team I used on the right. I have my slightly XL Toxic Rock with counter slash spell Mud Bomb, and my Machamp, which I used like a lot recently because it's just so good right now in the meta. As a fighter that beats also Talonflame, it's just like currently definitely the best one I think in Ultra Premier in general. And I had a lot of problems today with like different teams before, and like a lot of problems with the deck today, so I kind of settled with this team of the middle of my sets. And I've only played I think like 12 or 13 games with this team, and I'm gonna showcase all of those games I'll play with it today. So there was some learning with this team, but I actually really liked it. You see, I'm gonna go to the gameplay now. You see like there's some issues in the deck where you can see that you can weak to confusion users and can weak to fairy type users as well, like Charmers. Here we have really very good lead, and they could switch in for us steel type. Actually, what I should have done here is go into Machamp, because I think I could have just counted them down, and then I had like rock slides ready for the Dragonite, but I kind of misplayed here. You saw some lag there. It was like really horrible today, like I had so much lag, and yeah, it was just not really enjoyable to play, but still, I went positive, and I actually had a veteran on this team today, which was really cool. So I'm now finally on the next line, and we have like really good counter in the back. This is just a hard counter line where we are just good here. I call the bait of Mirror Shot. I don't think I should have done that or needed to do it, but like I just did it. It was kind of risky, but hey, I mean it's okay. Next time we go into Kingdra. Kingdra against Lapras is kind of a neutral matchup, so I think I go for a Skull Bash or I bait here. I tried to bait with a Surf, but I think it moved and went through. Yeah, and I get the debuff, so I switch out here into Machamp. Should be able to. Okay, he gets to move before. That's only Octazooka 100%. And I don't get the debuff, which is really nice. And he goes into Ninetales. Ninetales, I basically get 2 shields or 1 shield here. It's not Charm Ninetales, which is really good. If it was Charm, it would be worse. But we can go for a Rock Slide here and for a Cross Chop before he finishes us. And we have a Simpita here, which is really good because now he has less energy. I can go to my Lapras, I can fish it off without any problem at all. And we're even shields. I have some more energy on my Lapras. What is he going to break? Oh, he goes back into the Kingdra, and now he has Galarian Stunfisk in the back, which is kinda okay for us, I think, because we have a fight time, but we still have to look out for the Earthquake. He baits us here, and I thought, okay, we can go for a move, but if he shields here, I think he gets to an Earthquake. So I thought of not attacking here, but okay, actually we can count them down, which just killed the game for us, and we win. And going into the next game, Talonflame Lead. Talonflame Lead is also what we kind of want to see with Lapras. And he switches out and goes into Snorlax. We can go into our Machamp. I don't know if I shield here, okay. I think otherwise they might be able to get switch to energy back. I double up on my cross chops and then throw mine. I don't think he shields. Yeah, he'll just let it go. Goes back to Talonflame. Where I try to throw as many counters that he does not get an extra move and bait here. And he throws right away. I just let it go because I have my Lapras. Lapras is pretty good against Talonflame. And he actually stays in, so I go for my Surf here. Right on his Flame Charge. He does not throw that, and he overfarms and switches perfectly into his Machamp. I still have my Toxic Rock in the back, but this might be still kind of difficult because the Talonflame has so much energy. We have to see. Okay, I can counter him down. That's the beauty of Toxic Rock. The poison typing really helps. There are not a lot of good poison types in this meta right now, and we see P-Tie here, which is like perfect. We are just golden here. He has like no energy left on the Talonflame, and I can just ice shut him down. Against the next opponent, we have Lapras into Empress, that's like, this was just something you don't want to see, and then he has Galator to say something like, oh god, that's like the worst possible matchup, and he sneaks a Confusion through. There's like really no way we can really win this. I think that's like a hard counter line, and I think that's actually like a variation of my OG Ultra Premier line, which made me kind of popular because I was at rank 1 in the world for like a week with it. When Magnezone instead of Empress in the lead, but he most likely gonna have a Venusaur back. I don't know if you're even gonna see that, like we are at 1 HP here, he sneaks in another move. But okay, we got him low here, and we can go into Toxicroak. We surround the Thunder Punch, but it does not look good here. We see P-Tai on this move. We can throw the Mud Bomb. I'm gonna get a shield here. At least I wanted to try to win that game, like I don't really want to give up right away. And he has an Ascaf in the back, so it was not even a Venusaur. And Ascaf would have been okay matchup with shields up, but like in 0 shields there's like nothing really I can do here. I try to counter him down. We actually get him kinda close still. Like he only had like also half health maybe on him first, not even. So it was still kinda close, even though we got like completely updated right there. Galator is a kind of problem for this team. Kingdom again kinda neutral, I kinda want to stay in first. Still have to watch out for the Outrage. Outrage is not really good here for us. So I shield. Goes for the Outrage, which I rather like to see than the Octazooker. And like go right into Drifblim, which is a hard counter to Machamp. Doesn't even have to shield the Rock Slide here. Maybe I should have thrown the Skullbish against the Kingdra, who knows. But I didn't really want to use the boost right away. I'm just gonna go in here, throw one move. I'm at the 100 energy right now and throw my Surf. I think he let go. Yeah, he let go. And he goes back into Kingdra. I can go straight for Skullbash, but I thought, okay, he has 2 shields. He knows that I'm already a Skullbash, so I'm just gonna bait here. Bait was successful, which is cool. I'm gonna shield, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna shield. It's Outrage again. That's beautiful. And I switch out into my Toxicroak. I think he gets it. Okay, he goes into a Venusaur. It's a Shadow Venusaur. I have to bait here, otherwise, like, there's no way. And they shield, which is beautiful. So we have still some chance here to win this match. I think I saw a run friendly. Yeah, barely survived it. I go for the Sludge Bomb. I don't know if this is enough. It is not. Now it's like, can he farm me down and get to move against Lapras? KO us at the same time. And I just farm him down here with Kingdra. I should have done the Surf there, by the way, but I tried to go for the Skullbish because I'm an idiot. I just throwing the Surf there would have been so fine. Clefable, we can't face Clefable with our backline here. And this is also a game where I think I made a huge mistake, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, it goes into Umbreon, and I should have just run into Machamp here. Machamp is a better matchup. I think you don't even have to shield at all there. But here, he lags a bit, and I'm just so lucky. So I get a 3rd shield here, basically. So his Dust Result didn't do anything. I'm sorry for my opponent. It's just like how the game went today. I lost so many matches today thanks to lag. But I farm up to 100 energy. By my move, I think he gets to another Dark Pulse or Fall Play I think, before, but this should be alright, we're still gonna survive that. And he goes back into Clefable, and I'm able to get to a Sludge Bomb here. I think he shields, yeah. And this thing must be gone, so I'm gonna shield here as well. I'm definitely gonna get to another Sludge Bomb, I'm only 1 counter away. Exactly. And I don't know if he shields this, he does shield that. But I still have my Lapras with a lot of energy. I go straight for the Skullbish. I just want to get this Clefable gone. I don't want to see that with my Machamp. And he has a Bummerstone on the back. And now I'm gonna troll a bit. Like, the right play is just let this go. I think he baits me actually here, which is cool on his part. And save the shield for Machamp. Just win the match clear with Machamp, because Machamp is such a nice matchup against the Bummerstone. But I'm just gonna go for Skullbish because I want to boost. Don't do that at home, but it worked out for me. The safer play was just to go into Machamp right away against the Snow and win the match with that. But sometimes I just make stupid mistakes. Okay, we have Gyarados, lag again. And we had a Swampert lead. Swampert is bad against our Toxicroak in the back. This matchup is really good for us actually, I think, because Ice Shot does so much damage and I don't think we really have to shield here. I thought of catching a Crunch later on. I don't know if I actually did that. I did play the games in the morning, so I don't really know every play here. Okay, we can just farm him down, that's good. He goes into think I switch right away. Okay, switch into Machamp. He stays into Swampert. That's okay for us right now. And this is like kind of a neutral matchup. We survive one Hydro Cannon, but like it still does a lot of damage, and we just trade shields here right now. I got an extra counter through, which is really cool. Usually I don't really get extra move. And through my cross chop there. And he gets the move. I think we still survive because it's not a Shadow Swampert. Exactly, just barely. And we get to move here. I think he had a bonus on the back. Yeah, he had a bonus on the back. And we have a fighter still, so that's basically over. Having 2 fighter in the back is just like so much pressure for most people. There are so many Pokemon that are really good that are weak to fighting in this matter. So having 2 of them is really strong. Lapras took eventually beats the whole team. I didn't even think about that. But like eventually in general is so bad for me. I tried to swap into my Toxicroak to catch a lunge. He goes for a lunge, which is like really good for me. He did like nothing to me. And he has a Scammer in the back. Like this is hard counter on hard counter on hard counter. It's just so horrible. And there's nothing really we can do here, but we still get a lot of damage on the Scammer surprisingly. You see we get him I think even into red. No, close. We get into yellow. We go into our Lapras, we throw our move. He has to shield us. He's at 100 energy right now on Scammer, so the moves are way more weighable. I think he baits here, so I'm just gonna no shield. He goes for a Sky Attack, and now I think it's a Brave Bird, so I'm gonna shield here. Now I basically have to try to farm him down, so I get moves for the Galvantula, but he gets another move. It's looking like it's already over. We can farm him down here. He goes, I think, into Galvantula. We throw one move and go for a Surf. I think we go for the back-to-back stuff actually. Yep. But this won't KO at all. Our Machamp is weak to it. And he switches out and I have no idea why. Why does he switch out there? Like he would just burn a move. I think he would have been fine. But now he goes into Swampert. I survive still Hydro Cannon lead. And I can just cross chop him down. And now we have like, we get the 2 counter into 1 wall switch of him, so he has to throw basically, but he does not throw the KO at the same time, and we have still our Lapras in the back, so that's a win. But we came back from like the worst possible lead and the worst possible switch. Empoleon lead, basically you can expect Double Dragon in the back, and that's why I go into my Machamp. I shouldn't have gone for a cross chop here because of a hard counter in the lead. I just go straight Rock Slide in this situation, so I was number B. I still get the shield, which is cool. We see P-Tai on the Dragon Claw there. I can just go straight back into my Lapras and farm him down. Let's back Double Dragon. So, Double Dragon, I think the Dragon Claw here does the most damage. So I just go and shield this. He's most likely gonna go back into his Steel type anyway and with Empoleon, because he resists the moves, exactly. And now he has Kingdra. Now, Kingdra is kinda a neutral matchup against Toxicroak, especially Toxicroak. Kinda depends if I get the debuff or not. He let it go, which is really good for me. It's basically what I want. I shield him no matter what, because my counter damage does also a lot of damage against Empoleon, which is really cool. I get the debuff, which is sad, but I mean it's 50%. It didn't really happen for me in the last video, but this time my opponent gets it of course, but it's alright. But I get some counter damage out of it, which is cool. And now I can go for Skull Bash. We see Peter here, sadly. I wish I would have gone through the move before first, and then my defense is higher. But Bloodback didn't do even that much, and now my defense is even higher than before, and this does half damage. So I think he's in Surf range. And we've seen Peter here again, but with the defense boost, I think I survived this easily, accidentally. And the Surf should be enough to finish off this game. Yeah. And now we go to the next opponent. So this team definitely beats Double Dragon if you play it correctly. Gengar lead. Gengar is also really bad for my backline, so I have to stay in here. It's like horrible for my backline. Counter does nothing against the Gengar. But Ice Giant really chunks him here, which is cool. He baits me first, I think. Yeah, he baits me and gets a shield. And I think he switches out. Yeah, he switches out to his own Lapras. I go into my Machamp, which is cool. And go straight for Rock Slide. I hope this KOs, because Rock Slide does a bit more damage in total than the Cross Chop. But he survives on 1 HP in the green. Gets off the Ice Beam here. And now I give him 1 extra move, so he does not get as much farm with the Gengar. Because I can't do anything against Gengar anyway, exactly. And now I have my Surf still stored. He has to shield this if he wants to still have his Gengar alive. And I expect him to bait here, otherwise I get to a Mud Bomb before with a shield, and he baits, and I think he switches out again. He switches out into a Kingdra. I have my Surf stored for the Kingdra, and I still have my Toxic Rogue here. And we hope that we don't get a debuff here, please. Yes. Now we just overfarm on energy. He does not get to the next Octazooka as fast. We can throw a Sludge Bomb, KO me, and we are one move off of a Mud Bomb, and we take this game. Even if we had a Shadow Punch and killed us here, we have our Lapras with the move store, so this was really safe. Fumikax next. We gonna have Lapras into Gavenge again. This is so horrible. The Gavenge really beats this team actually. But maybe we swap again. Please be a lunge, and that would be cool. Because it's resisted, it's a discharge, so it does way more damage than before, and he goes into Shadow Swampert. But we get the Mud Bomb off, which is kinda cool. We get some damage on the Swampert before. And he has to throw here. He's basically, I think he's on 7. So he needs 2 more, I think, for the next move. But we can counter him down with Machamp. We have to shield this, there's too much damage, the Shadow one. So we should be alright here, and eventually comes in. And now we have to bait. Like, there's no way really we can win without baiting here. He just generates energy too fast, and we bait again. We add a Rock Slide, and he also shielded, which is beautiful. So now I can shield here, keep this thing alive. I think I switch on, exactly, I switch into my Lapras, so I am not debuffed anymore with my Machamp. I can throw the Surf here. He has an Empress in the back, and it looks really bad for me. But I get to the Surf before he throws his move. So I chunk him for so much damage because he's already Shadow. And he tried to farm me down here, which was not the play. And I can throw my move, even though if he throw my move, I will have 1 CMP with my Machamp. I had move stored, so I was so clear there. And we had 2 electric types, and we still won for Lapras. And the next electric type, that's so bad. But he goes into Gyarados. I have my Machamp here. I should have went for Rock Slide here again, I think. That was like the safer play, and he does not shield, which is bad. But I mean, that's like the risk of baiting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Get him low. I'm just not gonna shield this and try to farm him down with my Lapras afterwards. I wait out the clock so I can switch into my fighter, and I hope he has no 2 fighting answers. But we're gonna see. This is a crunch. Okay, I have a Surf Stirred, and he has a fighter in the back. He's Surf in the back, and that's the beauty of Toxic Rogue. Toxic Rogue, as a poison type, is just able to resist those counters and does way more damage with its own counters. And I still have to shield here because Surf is so attack rated. Leaf Blade will still do so much damage, but I can counter him down here, save my moves for the Magnezone, and a Mud Bomb definitely should be enough to kill the Magnezone there, because Magnezone is double weak to ground type moves, and 2 Mud Bombs are definitely enough to take it out here. Good games to my opponent, but even we lost the lead there out, we still came back, and that was the last battle. And we actually got a Medicham here as a reward for last 5-0 set, and we went, I think, was it 1 loss or something? It was like really strong, even though we had like a lot of hard counter lead and whatever, and we hit a Redoran. I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely highly recommend Lapras. Maybe not this team, but it worked for me. Like, it should not work actually, but it worked for me, so I think it was really cool, and I hope I see you next time.